But guys, thezherkaofficial.com if you want to learn the mind of a woman. Remember, Freud, this is psychosexual theory. Freud has taught us that women are retarded. Anyways, it's
all right, so we're going to kill the Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter streams. Come on over to YouTube or Rumble for that, because we're going to switch over to Rumble here very soon. Zherka, I'll let you hit the first question before we bring in the special guests that are banned.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Good.
Right now.
Or Destiny had one.
Wrong. Yeah, Destiny.
I don't have one. That's Zherka.
Go ahead, Zherka.
Okay, so are you saying you want to watch? Okay.
Watch you ask a stupid question. Yes.
All right. Get cozy next to Adam. So the first question is, right? How do you girls feel about open relationships?
Oh, okay.
Terrible.
Okay, we can start. When you say open, just so they
It
understand.
means the man. Well,
Do you care what context is open?
I actually want to know, how do you guys feel about a man who's comfortable with letting you go be with another man?
Okay, so open from the female being open.
Both sides. Yeah.
Both sides. Okay, so open relationships in general. We'll start right here and then work our way. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on it?
Jeez, I wish we went the other way. Yeah,
That's what she said.
I have not tried it, so it's difficult for me to form an opinion. I've only.
But you think he's a bitch, right?
I don't know. It would depend on the situation. I think originally I would have thought
Like,
that.
honey, I'm home, and you're getting fucked. Would you respect that dude watching you get fucked?
Can we do dual questions?
He drops the.
I want to know on the back of that too. How do you feel about having a potential boyfriend who is a drug addict and is an untreated manic bipolar depressive?
See, I don't think I would like that.
I'm just curious.
I think I would like that.
All right. Okay. All right. So the first question is. Wow. Fuck y'all, dudes. I can't believe I'm actually reading. This is how much I love my guests. All right. First question is, how do you feel about open relationships in general? And then the second one is, how do you feel about your boyfriend being on drugs?
Boyfriend who has
I'm a cocaine. Just call it what it is. I do coke.
Treats his bipolar with cocaine.
I do cocaine.
Wait, you do cocaine?
Yes.
It depends on.
Oh shit! I didn't even know.
Right now.
What did you think I do?
Oh, I had no idea. I think you did drugs.
No, I do a bunch of fucking blow. That's why I'm the funniest guy on the internet.
I thought you were Christian.
You think you're watching a sober nigga on you?
All right. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Christians can sin, bro.
Christian.
I've never had an open relationship. I really am not.
So no opinion on it. Okay.
Very no opinion.
And then the drug use.
Disgusting. I think it's really gross. I would.
Right. Then
like
why does your tribe push it on my people?
Because your people keep buying it, and my tribe likes money.
Oh, we're not a rumble.
We're not a rumble yet.
You have beautiful eyes.
All right. What about you? What are your thoughts on open relationships and then drug use? You have an issue with it? Good, bad, whatever.
My thoughts on an open relationship will definitely have to be like, if he's wealthy enough, like if I can have multiple Chanels, you can have multiple girls.
Gold digger.
I
You're a gold
understand-
digger.
I'm not a gold digger.
Okay. No, we got that.
I'm just saying
Not
that
the
if
cap.
he would like to have multiple women, I'm fine with that as long
It's
as
gonna
I
cost him.
can have
So you're saying
multiple.
that's the price.
Is that
what you
like-
do with it?
Yeah.
So like your
And that's
pussy would
fine
be,
for
is
me.
it fair to say your pussy's pay to play?
Oh my God.
I mean, it's very secure. Anyone who's
Secure.
has access to my pussy.
Secure.
like,
Is this like a
I'm
slot
very
machine? What are we talking
secure.
about? No,
Like,
is
I
it
know
pay to
that
play?
I'm
Is it pay to
secure.
play?
It's not pay to play.
No, if I was a woman, I wouldn't deal with broke guys. Mine would.
Yeah,
my
but
pussy
that's
would be.
not paying to play. That's different than a woman wanting to be secure and wanting a successful, ambitious man.
But when you say ambitious, aren't you saying you want return on your investment? That's kind of still gold
I
digging.
mean, I
right?
think so because it's like if I am married, if I get married, like
you want
right
your kids
now,
protected. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And if I get married at 23 or 24, yeah, it's
Okay.
an investment
And
that
then
I'm
what
making with
about
my
drug
time.
use?
I'm rich. Do I got a chance fucking?
You can take me on a date potentially.
I don't do that shit.
Okay.
Well, then no.
All right. And then what's your take on the drug use then?
Oh, I actually, honestly, you can help some people because my ex was like, he treated his bipolar with cocaine. You're funny. But
So-
like, I helped him.
So
through
you're
it.
okay with it?
I mean, no, they need to go to rehab.
Okay. So no. All right. What about you? What's your thoughts on open relationship in general and then drug use, specifically cocaine?
Yeah, so I'm a pretty loyal person, and so I'm not into.
Are you really loyal?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let's
am.
say you're dating someone for 6 months and Drake walks in the room. How are you going to behave?
Why the fuck?
Yeah.
I want to know. Are you going to start flirting or talking to Drake? Or are you
Why
going
would
to
I talk to Drake?
Well, I want to know if a high value male like Drake started chatting you up. Are you going to walk the other way? Are you
He
going to be
paints
loyal?
his nails.
I seriously doubt any girl would here would be loyal. We've
No,
got a lie detector we can bring up if you want
Let's
to do it.
do it.
Really?
Let's do it.
Okay. So you said you're loyal.
My biggest thing, and I think also my biggest issue with open relationships is I've had friends in LA do it. I've never seen one of them actually make it. I don't think an open relationship fosters trust, and if you don't have trust, you don't have anything.
Okay. So you're not a fan of it, regardless of the man's socioeconomic status. And then what about cocaine use?
Aren't you like white?
What does that even
White
mean?
bitches love blow.
Okay, moving on.
That's a good response.
Go ahead. What's your take on it?
You want to do a key bump?
No, I don't. I don't want to do a keep bump. I'm not into like druggies, but
Okay. Destiny and I are up.
Okay. All right. So no. Fantastic. What about you? What's your thoughts on open relationships and cocaine?
Yeah, she looks like cocaine. You're good enough to snort. You look great. Is that the blackface princess? She's wearing white to throw us off. You got the master race. She's the master face.
Let him cook, man. Let him cook. Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't think open relationships are ideal, but I think if he's going to be open, it probably would make me feel better. Like I'm not just you do whatever. And
You don't
then,
get your Shaniqua on, get angry?
no.
Okay.
I'll probably just stop talking. But
Okay. Do you also have like kind of a same thing where it's like it depends on socioeconomic status if he's taking care of you? Like you're
he would have to
person.
really, really, really be taking care of me. Not like I don't
What
care.
does that mean? Really, really? Like,
Okay,
let's
so
say I'm
like-
hitting it from the back and you're my girl. How would I have to do to live this lifestyle, right? Where I get the blackface girl that got banned from everything.
I mean, for us to actually be in a relationship where we're in a real relationship, and
How much am I paying? Let's be honest.
I wouldn't say that.
But what
think-
I have to do? I have to have an apartment?
I don't care if what you have. I care what you're willing to do for me.
Okay, so you fuck a homeless dude if he's good, if he's willing to do
Ew,
shit.
no.
Why?
I'm
Ew,
good.
they're human. What the fuck?
I'm not. Wouldn't fuck
Well,
any human.
Would you kill the homeless people since it's like ew?
Wait, that's an escalation.
Okay, that escalated quickly. So what does a man have to have to date someone as beautiful blackface as you? Hurry up, nigga.
I don't think there's like a number on it. I think it's how you treat me, how much time you invest into me.
Really?
Time more than money.
So if
yes.
he's running a Fortune 500 company and he's busy, it's not enough time. You're gonna abandon the high value male.
I didn't say that.
Stop it.
You
You,
can
want
still-
him busy. Say it.
Yeah, you can be busy, but you can still make enough time for me. That's I think that's
Just to
like-
fuck, right?
No, what?
What do you
Because all
we're
these
gonna build
high value
Lego?
men, all these high value men have all this time that they want to spend on their little side
Okay, let's say
chicks, but
I'm
they don't
high
have
value.
time for
No, I
them.
don't want high side chicks. I just want to hit you. But now, let's say I'm dating you. How many, like, I'm busy at work. I just want to fuck, and then I don't want to talk. I want to go back to work. Is that cool?
Yeah, if we're dating, yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
All right. Well,
all right. Now
well,
drug use.
Preferably no drugs, but I'm not going to judge you if you do it on occasion.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you, Miss Russia?
Occasion.
So I had an
Open
open
Russian.
relationship in my life. It's not works.
Was it
shit.
Russian, man?
Yeah, of course. It
Wagner?
wasn't Russian.
Was it open on his end or both of you?
In the beginning, both hand, but then I started being like not a dick. Like,
No. I gotta ask because I'm a master with women. I'm 5 years bouncer. It's Monday, Tuesday, 7 nights a week, 8 hours every shift. And I noticed the most soaked you women have Squirtle pussies and Blastoise war turtles. The most soaked pussies you guys ever have, pardon my French, is when your man, boyfriend, or husband is jealous. You guys love your boyfriend being jealous. You get horny. Am I crazy? Or every time I'm jealous, oh bitch, where the fuck were you?
Let's
she
let
gets
her,
horny.
Let's let her finish her thing. So you said you were in an open relationship, and was it? You said it was both of you that were open, right?
we lived in different cities. There was 6
Okay.
hours driving difference, and I
Okay.
drive every weekend. 6
Okay.
hours one way, and
So he let you do what you
Wow.
wanted then.
Total pussy.
yeah, we didn't like chat every 10 minutes.
But
What do you do? What do you do?
You're
Of course,
telling
he
me
did.
you've never seen his face get jealous and you still had sex with him? That's like he treated you like a dog. I get jealous for strangers I meet at the bar. I go, hey, I'm jealous. Stop. I met you 10 minutes ago. Cut it out, bitch. You're telling me he's never felt jealous and you're like, oh,
No,
this
I
is my
didn't
boy-"
tell that.
You've never seen him be like, where
We
are you
didn't
going?
talk about relationship in the beginning. We
That's
was
crazy.
just friends, and
Friend,
but
you're fucking a
then-
friend?
We're
Hey,
different.
All right.
I sent you a friend.
Friends with
request.
benefits,
All right.
basically.
And then what about drug use? So for you, you don't like it.
I
Open.
don't like it. But if anybody will do that, I'm not judging.
And for-
And what about you?
Me.
Relationship, open relationship.
Okay, general. Okay. If you guys want to have an open relationship, you can do that, but not with me. I like unique. I like something like special. So.
What is special? Is that special needs?
I don't know. Like I'm a little maybe different. Like.
Oh, you're one of them?
Yeah, kind of. So I haven't been born here, right? And I raised in a different country, and for me, it's like I'm a little bit maybe like an old school or conservative, but I don't think.
Conservative? Put some clothes on.
Yeah, I mean, I have some. So, but
No, later we need less.
And then
I'm
drug
trying to
use.
fuck. nigga.
drugs, like cocaine itself. I think I don't know. To be honest, I never used, but like let's say something like mushrooms and stuff. Okay,
Oh, that's good.
but okay, no.
All right. So okay. So,
So no ladies here done like blow off a man's cock.
What the?
Let this man
Bro.
loose.
okay.
Okay, and then the coach.
Yeah, we'll go to couch, and then
Guilty
guys, just so y'all know, we're only gonna read
Just
$100 super chats, but the ones that came in before, I'll read them. But from this point forward, only 100,
And then Rumble.
and then we gotta go to Rumble. Sorry, go ahead. So open relationships, are you okay with it or not?
Not fond of the open relationships.
You guys look like you're
regardless of
Charlie and the
socioeconomic
Chocolate
status.
Factory right now.
Okay.
You look like
Who's
a
the
Oompa
chocolate?
Loompas.
All right. So you're not a fan of the open relationships, and then do you care about, I guess, sugar? No sugar use.
Yes, I would heavily.
No
judge
sugar in the Wonka
no
factory?
Sugar for me.
All right. And then
I'm
what
a
about you,
partner.
Miss 4'8" or
I
9?
just don't want it. I don't want it.
Not
I don't
open
want
or-
to share. No, I don't want to share. This is me.
Don't share.
There's a lot of things you can learn from a person. Many years you can learn things from a person. You don't need to be sharing shit because you need to be focused.
What about the nasal sugar or any other illicit? Okay, the
No.
cocaine or other drug use.
Bye. I mean,
No?
no, the drugs. I mean, I'm not gonna want somebody that cannot function, but I'm not gonna sit there and judge you either.
Oh, we can function.
Yes,
All right.
so-
And then what about you over there? Open
Okay.
relationship. Your thoughts? Huh?
Open relationship, I'm not too sure about. I've never done it, but I have been looking into poly relationships, which I guess would kind of be the same kind of thing.
Man, you want
All
the
right. So you're not
bitches.
sure.
I'm not sure. It's just
mean, what about-
it's
what
a
about-
headache dealing with the whole if he's cheating and all of that. You bring a girl that you deal with and both of y'all like each other and then you share the same dude and then everything is just phenomenal. Everybody's just happy. You don't got to deal with that extra
And then
stuff.
what about Coca-Cola?
See, dad passed away from that, so I just don't deal with that type of stuff. Drugs, if that's what you do, you pop pills here and there every once in a while. It is
Baby
what it
girl.
is, but I don't
Baby
deal with
girl.
the white
Baby
stuff.
girl. Baby girl. Baby
okay.
girl.
I
Baby
don't.
girl.
I don't. I'm gonna be
Hey,
honest.
let me tell you, daddy's going nowhere.
Listen, daddy's gone.
Oh,
Daddy's
shit.
gone, so